All right, we're doing 7.1.3 Algebra 1 arithmetic sequences. First thing we're talking about is arithmetic sequence. Basically, that means you're adding, it's a sequence or a pattern in which the numbers are being added or subtracted. All right, so every going from first term to the second term, you're either adding or subtracting a consistent number all the way through. There's two formulas that we're going to look at. Um, we have a recursive formula and an explicit formula. All right, and they both utilize D. What is D? D is that common difference. It's whatever consistent number is being added or subtracted. So whatever number is being added or subtracted to the terms to get to the next term, that's your D. That's your common difference. A1, or A with a subscript, right? Not an exponent, but a subscript. That just means the first term. So if I had A7, so if I had that, that means that's the seventh term in the sequence. So whatever that subscript is just identifies where in the sequence it is. So this is the seventh one. Now the recursive formula. The recursive formula will tell you the next term. All right, so you're given a single term. The recursive formula tells you the next term. The explicit formula can tell you any term. All right, so recursive formula an and just a of n, right? Subscript n represents nth, so it's the nth term. So if I want the seventh term, that'd be a to the subscript 7. If I don't know which term, I just want to find a term as a to the n. And then a to the n minus 1. So what this means is if I want to find the seventh term, I need the sixth term. So if I want to find the seventh term, I need the sixth term. I simply just add or subtract the common difference to it. All right. So a n minus 1 is just the previous term. A1 we already identified as the first term. N is just whatever it is that you're trying to find. So up here we use 7. So n is just whatever term you're trying to find. And there's the formulas for us. So we'll come back to those here in a second. I'll show you how to utilize them. All right. Find the common difference between terms. So all I'm going to do here is what I have is I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I have 5 terms. So I'm going to do 2 minus 1. And that's 5. I'm going to do 3 minus 2. And that's 5. I'm going to do 4 minus 3. You notice how I'm talking about in terms of the location in the sequence. So I'm doing 5 minus 4, meaning the fifth term 29 minus the fourth term 24. And I got common differences of 5s in all of them. So check mark, my common difference is 5. Alright, so we'll do the same thing on the next one, right? So the first term's right there, then second term, third term, fourth term, fifth term. Well, I'm just going to subtract. To find the common difference, I'm just going to subtract 2 minus 1. 44 minus 53. 3 minus 2. 4 minus 3, and I'm just going to stop here because we kind of get the point now, don't we? So now this is an example of a difference, right? We're subtracting. So how do you find the common difference? You just subtract the second from the first, third from the second, etc. Just check to make sure. All right, write the next two terms of the arithmetic sequence. Well, we first have to identify the common difference. So I have term 1, term 2, and term 3. Well, 11 minus 15 is negative 4. 7 minus 11 is negative 4. So I'm going down by 4. So what's 7 minus 4? Well, that's 3. And then what's 3 minus 4? Well, that's negative 1. So my next two terms were 3 and negative 1. So I just identified what my common difference was, and then I applied it. It was a negative 4, so I subtracted 4 all the way down. If it was positive, I would add. Now, what is the recursive formula? Now, let's go back to what we had for the recursive. Oh, there we go. There we go. So the recursive formula was a n equals a n minus 1 plus d. Well, so the only thing we need to plug in for this formula is the d. So I need to do 9 minus 5 is 4. 13 minus 9 is 4. So I'm going to go ahead and say my common difference is 4. So my recursive formula, 9 minus 5 is 4. 13 minus 9 is 4. So I'm going to go ahead and say my common difference is 4. So my recursive formula, 9 minus 5 is 4. 13 minus 9 is 4. So I'm going to go ahead and say my common difference is 4. So my recursive formula That's it. I'm done. That's all you need to plug in for is the common difference. Now, if they want us to solve and utilize that, and like act on it, it's a little bit different. All right, now explicit formula. All right. So I need to identify A1, my first term. Well, 3. My first term is 3. And I need to find my common difference. Well, we got to do 9 minus 3 is 6. 15 minus 9 is 6. 21 minus 15 is 6. So I'm going to go ahead and say my D is 6. So let's plug that in. First term is 3. And then my common difference was 6. And boom, that is my answer. That's it. All right, we don't need to solve right now. We're just kind of plugging that in.